Hello, my name is Rodrigo Zafrino. Today is November 30th, and the password is popcorn. I'll be using Monroe's motivated sequence with a positive motivation approach. It seems that the argument with regards to tobacco 21 laws has a negative perspective with adolescents and young adults. The effects of this law passing has been the complete opposite with the best intention for kids. The suburbs of the state of Illinois are a huge opportunity to reach out to, in effect of keeping the momentum of tobacco 21 laws. Adolescents and young adults of suburban high schools are at risk of letting curiosity for something which is in their grasp clench them for the next unforeseen years. This report focuses on the impact the Tobacco 21 law has on young adults and companies alike. Most adolescents look forward to reaching milestones like going to high school, getting a driver's license, and buying a car. Another socially accepted milestone to follow was the ability to purchase tobacco at the age of 18. Most of Illinois is still legally selling tobacco to customers 18 years of age, with the only exception being the city of Chicago. A factor that might limit the impact of preventing the sales of tobacco to minors is the fact that in most communities, 18 to 21-year-olds who can legally purchase cigarettes provide them to younger friends and family members. While adolescents may have the cognitive ability to judge risk, they are still far more likely than adults to make risky decisions, including the decision to initiate tobacco use. The change in the new age restriction to purchase tobacco is positive for the future generations. The approval of Tobacco 21 laws in the state of Illinois is constructive for future generations' well-being and should circulate to all of Illinois. First, we should not sell tobacco in businesses neighboring schools. 18 birthdays being a big highlight in a young adult's life, one looks to grasp whatever is available. The tobacco industry claims to support restrictions on youth access to tobacco, but has consistently advocated against increasing the minimum age of access to 21 years. The combination of health concerns, tax increase, and decreasing social availability made tobacco use less appealing because smoking initiation occurs at a young age and people smoke less as they age. Next, tobacco industry's assessment that recruiting young smokers is critical to its economic survival. Raising the age would appear likely to have a significant effect on current tobacco use rates among adolescents, decreasing the chances of a person ever becoming tobacco dependent. Social image and social behavior were ranked as more important at early stages of smoking, whereas engagement and mental enhancement were ranked as more important as later stages of smoking. Monet, 2016. In 2005, Needham, Massachusetts, the first town in the country to implement the law to raise the tobacco sales age to 21 years. After implementation of the law, the Youth Risk Behavior Surveillance System and Metro West Health Foundation Adolescents Health Survey data showed that a 47% reduction in Needham High School smoking rate in the 4 years after the legislation was implemented. Pesk and Roberts, 2017. Finally, it's crucial that the city of Chicago keeps the momentum going in regards to monitoring underage smoking. Since the penalties are created by the government, it is simply the direction that must be given to state laws. By providing many businesses with the proper penalties from selling tobacco illegally, the city of Chicago will help America's youth. Tobacco companies should be held accountable for the millions of Americans under 18 who smoke cigarettes or use other tobacco products. From the 20th century, many individuals began to give less leeway to the social acceptance to smoking tobacco. It began with the ban of the ability to smoke indoors in any building, followed by the perimeter of 15 feet set by the entrance of any structure, becoming a no-smoking zone. The non-smoking public of the city of Chicago has grown less accepting of the public exhibition of tobacco use. However, we tend to neglect that although people under 21 are eligible to purchase tobacco, they are at the same risk for long-term health problems as a person who is 50 and is a daily smoker. Taking precautions such as prolonging the age requirement to buy tobacco does not only help the individual avoid future health concerns, but they can also ease the temptation for teens to stop by demonstrating the tobacco usage with the community. Thus, 18-year-olds are believed to be mature enough to reserve in the Army, to enter in contracts, and to marry. And 18 typically is the age at which young people leave home for college. Proposals to raise the minimum age are simply to address youth issues. It is therefore difficult to see what purpose would serve raising the minimum sales age of tobacco.